Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Last time, of the 2 split quest lines, we have finished one. The Sharlayan quest line is done. Unfortunately, it didn't end in the way we were hoping. The forum has basically forbade us from examining anything in Sharlayan territory, which means Labyrinthos, no more investigating. The library, cut off. The twins at least, they look a lot nicer. And in Alphinaud's case, he's now finally upgraded to a sage. Good to have that done. But now it's time to start the other half of our little journey, and it's all sausage with Thancred and Thavnair Bound. Seriously, we couldn't invite any of the ladies on this quest? I have Kryle's instructions in hand. If you're ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Thavnair before, I can travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Oh, Kryle was of the same mind, and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. The Confluence? Why does your J look so unsettled? The Confluence, thou sayest? I'm afraid so, my friend. Care to enlighten the rest of us? Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, under whose sanctuary we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moenbryda. Oh. Moenbryda was an authority on aetherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? Oh. I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it has the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection has revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus I have kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. Well, it's settled, then let's be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kit. Thavnair, here we come. At least the place was relatively close by. Alright. This must be Kit. Alright. How are we getting to Thavnair? Oh, well now. This is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Oh, not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryle of the Students of Aldessian. We seek passage to Thavnair, and understand that you can assist us. The test subjects, welcome, welcome. Oh dear. Test subjects? Why do I not like where this is going? Oh, you hadn't heard? Well, then allow me to explain. So, in order to travel to an Aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of ether hurtling along the life stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of Aetheryte teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an Aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it! We've created a new kind of Aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly? Well, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these Aetherites, but the Aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. Ah. Well, that's not bad. It just basically means we gotta upgrade all the Aetherites in the world. But it just so happens that the first pair of tests of Aetherites, one has been installed here in Sharlayan, and the other over in Yellowman, a port town in Thavnair. As you may know,
our nation has long maintained strong ties with Ratatan, and indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists.
So, to sum up, we had to test these aetherites. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem?
Oh, not at all. As a matter of fact, you might see these aetherites were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part.
Well, a veritable dream come true. And far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention?
Oh, the only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the life stream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. Who would guess? But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Kryle truly knows how to pick 'em.
Oh dear. If I might change the subject, are Master Wilson and Mistress Bloida not present today?
Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details.
Oh. I see. Oh, I dodged a bullet there.
Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly.
Alright. Let's see this new fancy experimental aetherite. Oh, we're just gonna use the current one.
Right, we're all set. Just the 4 of you, was it?
Mm-hmm.
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnair.
You are? Oh, I would have preferred more test subjects.
Can you please stop
never
calling us
mind.
test subjects?
If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
Well, if we all die in this attempt, I love you. I love you both.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and one last thing.
Really?
You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Wait, what?
What?
That was very well timed. Very well timed. All right. And we're off. Wow, that is a hell of a distance we just traveled. Ooh.
Thavnair, home to city-state Rads at Han.
Colorful place.
Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
Okay. Let's see. 2 arms,
Now
2
across
legs.
this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Oh dear.
What chance?
There we go.
against such an insidious foe.
I love how we even interrupted himself with that. Ilsapar Thavnair. That was hilarious. Everybody looks like they just got off the worst roller coaster of their life.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish.
Yeah, I do not recommend this form of travel.
Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
God. Aren't we a sorry lot?
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Ah, crap. I was gonna have to tough through this. God damn it. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Justinian in time? You know, I half expected to be under a status condition right now. Good lord. I actually want to talk to these two. Are you alright? Nope. Search for Stinian. Where the heck did you get off to? Oh, there he is. Oh, whoa, what the? Oh my god, I actually am under a status condition. Oh god. Okay, no acrobatics. Ether sickness. I've been heavied. Stinian, no! Damn it, Estinian! You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with ether sickness. By the Mansuya, a traveler! Greetings. Greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special armorless eye, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnair, I am pleased to offer to you for the low, low price of 19,800 gil. For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles! A bargain amongst bargains! Don't you dare, Estinian! That price is high road robbery! And you want to say as much to Estinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. Aim for the junkmonger! You must stand before Estinian and, using gestures, deny that the deal is fair. Quickly, before you hero on him! Deny. Where would I find deny? There you are, I just passed you. You disagree vehemently with Estinian. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie. The merchant is swindling me. Sincerest apology, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of lassie. That confusion of yours would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. I'm gonna drink mine here, thank you very much. I'll be back after I've explored the town. Also, we have elephant people. Must be a new beast tribe. They're cool looking. I like them. Hopefully these two haven't hurled their guts out in the meantime. Come on. Here, have one of these. I must have already drank mine. Praise teeth of the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee, Estinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. And lastly, but not leastly, you In time. Excellent. You've spared us Tataru's wrath. Oh god, probably worse than the drink. Oh dear. Oh sweet. Oh sweet relief. Oh, if you hadn't already, you should have yours too. Oh, I had mine. Alright, well now that the three of us can stand up. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. And apparently we're not trusting you with the coin purse anymore. Thy hair. Whoa. Aye, I've found it. 'Tis the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's a Thavnairian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did you pay for it? And how much did this cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. Well, so much for surviving Tataru's wrath. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? Are all Hanish merchants so unscrupulous? I expected the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. Yes. On that subject, I shall refrain from making comment. Yet I cannot help but observe that the merchants seem overzealous in their pursuit of profit. Claiming Thavnair as its dominion, the nation of Radzat-Han hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. Yeah, but these prices seem excessive. In the beginning, there were the Arctos. Yeah, I gotta sound this one out. Arc-Asodara, a Matonga. They were the Arc-Asodra, a Matonga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the product of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radzat-Han, yet such status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence of, given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so. That opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight has much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've not to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yellowmold? Good idea. Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Yeah, we kind of need to after that. Sheesh! Ugh, that was nasty. Alright, next quest if you please, on low tide. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Dekumon, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte, off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. I still need to go attune to it, by the way. That is important. As for the map itself, let's see. I see 3 Aetherites, just like before. I'm assuming, yeah, there are ether currents around. Crate of fruit. What am I getting off of this? The crate is laden with fruits, but they're on the verge of spoiling, as if they've been left too long. Ah. Let me guess. I've not had a lot of commerce as of late. I noticed an empty pier, that's never a good sign. Oh, seriously? A long-ass survey. I see one person there, and I'm not sure who else I'm supposed to be talking to. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles, with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels further away. Compared to other ports you visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Something is definitely going on here. You have a name. That's a good sign.
What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit. I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Kazal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveller by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kazal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Saltman Sales, the Harper Guild building across the border from here.
Maybe that's where my fourth is. I'm not seeing much else around here. Ah, never mind. The fourth I was supposed to find was hiding here on this boat. Well, now, if it isn't a traveller, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Naruto. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion. But no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is as good as dead. What will become of us? Only the gods know. So the Lunar Primal's been out and about and causing no amount of trouble, huh? I must say, I like this building. I like the architecture of the Thavnairians. And you are clearly Kazal. Well, I mean, I don't want to interrupt your conversation. The Damascans aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it?
I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's that tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk.
Yeah, but this will be an enormous loss. All right. Forget about the Damascans. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicraft, medicines, all the perennial hellish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed.
I know all these things, Kazal, I do. Which is why I don't get to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed.
Ugh.
And you are?
Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. Nope, sorry. Oh, yeah, I see. Well, that's a shame. Now get the hell out of here. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello. My name is Matsaya, and I'm here to see Kazal. He's not in much of a mood. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Yeah, that's about my thought. Well, Kazal won't see you. Maybe I will. Maybe you'll have some sort of information for me. Huh? Yes. Can I help you? Maybe. Ah, I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kazal too, did you? I'm Matsuya, a fisherman of Akyakali, a nearby village. I just butchered that name. I sell my catch to Kazal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dared not disturb him. Well, I'm afraid he's not gonna have much for us. A fisherman's friend. If I may ask, what is it that you do? I'm an adventurer, for the most part. An adventurer, you say? And you travel the world, helping people? Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? Hey, what? Oh, you see, I brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is I'm terrible with people. I've only ever dealt with Kazal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? Oh dear. Who the heck would I peddle it to? If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. This is the main story quest I have to do? The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty fighter registrations. Oh dear. You'll do it then. Show me how to deal with customers. Oh, I'm in your debt. Right. Please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yelamad. I will observe you and learn. Mastaya is now accompanying you. Alright. I already know how this works. Really? I'm gonna sell my fish to the people who are already in financial hardship? How the heck is this supposed to work? Also, I love the fact that they warn you, you cannot cancel the following cutscenes. I assume because they all have decision points in them. And we get some goofy music to go along with this. Yeah. Fish, I got fish here. Fresh fish straight from the seas, bosom to your mouth. Greetings, friend. How fare you of late? Yeah. Politeness is always a good start. Greetings to you, too. I suppose I'm well enough given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remained there for now, but I could not stay away. Had to come back, continue with my life such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, well, only time will tell. It's too risky out here. Maybe you ought to move to the city too. There's no place like home, but not too dangerous anything, yeah. Maybe you ought to go to the city too, man. Well, I make sure to keep well clear of the tower. And when there's more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. No place safer than the city, of course, but if everyone had been left, what would happen to your little mod? Dangerous though it may be, I'll keep doing what I've always done, to the extent I can. I understand. Were it me, I'd probably carry on doing what I do best as well. Alright, best of luck to you and Stacey. Now, I'll try this one. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? Well, right now I'm selling fish. Well, now, a fishmonger. Do you have your goods with you? If so, I'd like to buy some. Like me, you're doing your part to keep things normal. I respect that. Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is Shallow's cod. Delectable stewed in coconut milk or baked with a sprinkle of salt. You succeed in making a sale. I am going to teach this guy the correct way to deal with people with any luck. I don't need him turning into some crazy money grubber or, you know, a sleazy snake oil salesman. No. My way is the right way. I'm going to teach this guy to be an honest salesman. Now, where's the next person I'm selling fish to? There we are. They are all the way up there. Shoot. Alright, see if I can sell me another fish.
A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some amra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be expert quality.
Amra shamra. My fresh fish is the only thing you need. What do you need so many amra for? Yeah, curiosity.
Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late, I go through that much in no time at all.
Really?
I am a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself being constantly hungry.
Are you sure you're actually hungry? I know how you feel. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. It took my mind off my troubles for a moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. If nothing else, you left her with a positive impression. Let's move on to the north side of town, shall we? I'm sorry, I couldn't sell fish to her. I didn't expect that to just suddenly end the conversation. Do I? If I get on the mount, does he disappear? He disappears. And reappears next. Okay. Okay, that's good. I can actually mount up and I don't have to worry about this guy losing me. All right, hopefully I can go 2 for 3 here.
Oh, what is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh, gosh, my stomach!
You all right, buddy?
The sickness? Oh no, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly.
Some fresh fish will settle your stomach, and mine are the freshest of all. You should take it easier, eat more slowly, and savor your food.
Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And so, I'm working as hard as I can while I still can, the better to be prepared.
What an industrious young man you are. How do you intend to prepare?
Well, it's not like I'm trying to impress anyone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be getting back to work. Take care.
God dang it. I'm sorry. I was only able to sell...
Oh, too bad we couldn't make a sale. But we did manage to build something of a relationship. Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was a truly eye-opening experience. Come, let us return to the pier.
I'm a little sad I couldn't sell all his fish for him. I'm sorry, Messiah.
Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell one of the 3 people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too. But there are lessons to be learned in both success and failure. By applying yours, I'll endeavor to become a better peddler. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kazal soon. I thought I heard...
I forgot what Kazal's voice was already. I thought I heard a familiar voice. And who should it be but Matsuya?
Kazal, have you finished your business at the guild?
So you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options. At this rate.
So, you can't buy my fish anymore?
I'm sorry, Matsuya. I truly am. But for now, you must peddle your own goods.
But by myself, I can't.
I want to help you, I do. But as it stands, I can barely help myself. I poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. My friends and family depended on me, and I can't, I won't fail them. The Sisters is my witness. The Sisters?
Kazal. Wait. Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage, somehow. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road.
You know, part of me really wants a do-over, but I don't think I can. Oh, I wanted to help him with his sales. I feel so bad. I feel like I goofed. I mean, I sold one successfully, and it kind of gave me a false insecurity, and then the other 2 just fell apart on me. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or 2, I trust. Hopefully. Whole place is basically screwed up. I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their helpless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Telophoroi. We're gonna have to shut this tower down hard. Alright. Justinian, let's see this House of Divinities. That Matsuya fellow you were helping. He's Arakasodra, is he not? Apparently, it's almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? Oh shit. If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it does stand to reason this Araxotara would be their primary target. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devoted herein still. We'd better go after him. Our collie lies to the west, as I recall. The same direction as Carl's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Good. I also need to grab some ether currents because I haven't left the village yet. Alright, we are headed not far to the west. Where is the first one? To the northeast, of course it is. Well, this is the one I was picking up, tucked into this little corner of the map. But at least now we have Thavnair started. One down and way too many to go. Place looks nice, but you don't see Matsuya nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. Good call. I still don't see him anywhere. And again, he probably might just not spawned in. You still don't see Matsuya from here either. Crud. No, leave me alone. Help! Somebody help! Matsuya's voice, and it came from the north. We're off. Oh, yep, Garleans. Or what's left of them. We will not hurt Matsuya. You guys are stubborn. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Thankfully, he's alright now. Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? Dude, we just saved your life. I see you found him in time. Barely. And yeah, that was a nod. You and your friends came to look for me. Oh, I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest, think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Arasodra were being targeted. Surely you have heard as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. Oh, we've considered it, me and the others. But fishing is all we know. The ocean all we have. I see. Well, then it's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. Mm-hmm. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What can thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. Mm-hmm. We really need to find a way to break these towers. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. House of Divinities in the old tongue, it means. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all that we may about them. Will thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? Oh, to think I had you peddling fish. But to answer your question, yes, of course. We would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, but I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. Lots of fish. Oh, I hope you'll buy some of my fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to Arcleali? Yes? Oh, wonderful, just wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. So, it is the simulacra of Thavnairian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Well, we can detemper them if we get them out safely. Though, indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods like as not. As you said, we do well to study their religious traditions. To Akyali. Ah, there was a second one around here. I'll take it, and it's very close to my quest. Thank you. 2 down, 8 to go, though I imagine I won't be able to get any more for a while. I already know what this is gonna look like. This map is clearly divided up. There's a ridge here that I can't cross. I'm gonna have to wait for the main story to let me across the ridge, and this is a quiet, quaint little village. Kinda nice. Welcome to Akyali, my friends. The name means white beach, and there isn't much save here much here save that. Oh, but please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kanga and old Heavensward. They're free at the moment as it happens. Well, I got 2 people to talk to. Might as well talk to 2 people. Huh? You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into 2 groups. The Manusia, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Maga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. That was maddeningly unhelpful. I was expecting something a little more specific about certain characters and creatures, and you're not an elephant. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? No, that's what I like to hear. Pick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Mansuya and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Mansuya, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Mansuya coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the 2 factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Mansuya have worn animal faces, and the Murga the limbs of men. That's disturbing sounding. Like, seriously. Can't just be swapping limbs willy-nilly and expect everything to work correctly. Ugh. There you are. Learned a thing or 2 about our gods, I trust. Yeah? Well, you were off talking to the others. I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Well, I'm waiting. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. The Magus sisters? They are Mansuya. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Sindaruva, goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandaruva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindaruva, the youngest sibling.
She presides over the crafts, and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune.
Oh dear, forgot to deal with the Mega Sisters.
In like fashion to the Mansuya, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life.
And what of the Murga, if I may ask?
The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a gaseous head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Arksadara. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history.
Dragons?
You worship dragons, too.
Oh, now Estinian's interested.
It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Rasatan, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid.
Dragon ally. I could use one of those. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth.
This passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I'm confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. Oh, that is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success.
Right, I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nitana. According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Sounds like a good place to head out for, but we'll probably have to do that another time. After all, it's time for me to call it an episode, so if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more Eorzea adventures, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.